Hello guys, it's a new week. It's a beautiful day here in New York today. It's sunny, weather is amazing, it's not too hot. Of course, this weather is after the whole Memorial Day weekend, which was horrible, raining, cold, but New York weather. Um, I'm gonna take you with me. Today I'm meeting with my friend. It's a Brooklyn day. I'm in one of my favorite neighborhoods in Brooklyn, Brooklyn Heights, and I'm gonna meet with my really good friend, actually my only friend here in New York, and we're just going to live our best lives today, and I am taking you with us. I was just walking down the street and I've seen this picture, two neighbors just saying hi to each other, like, "Hi, Lainey, how are you?" "I'm good, how are you?" And a man stands there. He has such a nice look, like so calm, and he says, "I'm good, can't complain." And I just love this outlook. And like, yeah, we can all go super deep and be like, no, you have to acknowledge your emotions when it's bad, blah blah blah. But like, I'm Eastern European, we have no right to to complain. And but I really love when you just have this positive look to life, even when you're going through. I think it's a kind of like a inner character and structure. Even if you're going through something really hard and tough, you don't understand why it's going on, why you have to go through what you have to go through. And but still, it's for your highest good. you know Even if it's something you don't like, in the end it's always beneficial for you. I'm a firm believer in that, and it's just the way it's happening in my life. Like, even some of the, oh my god, the most traumatic things that happened to me, always in the end, it was for the better. At that moment, sometimes I felt so bad I didn't want to wake up in the morning. But now, thank God. Like, thank you, Jesus, for things that happened. Hi guys. It's Wednesday, and for me, Wednesday is probably the most, um, I don't know, powerful day of the week, because I do have my yoga class, I have my therapy session, and I also have my weekly call with my best friend. We decided that we need to have a um, weekly call, because otherwise, just life. We need to. What is with my hair? My God. Anyway, I was doing a yoga today with my instructor, or as I call her, teacher. And I have the best teacher here in New York. It's a group class, but she takes so much time to explain everything to everyone, and she helps, and she's what I really like. She's as she calls herself, like a hands-on teacher. So she will help you, adjust you, and show how everything works. And while I was on my yoga class today, I was I was working on my hand stance, and I'm a beginner, and everything that involves hands for me really tough, because like my hands are really weak. If it's anything like with balance and stuff like that, I can do that, but anything with my hands is really tough for me. And she was helping me, and I finally did the handstands. Few seconds. I cannot do it for a minute just yet, but still. And oh, something's in my hair. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. This hair is just killing me today. Anyway, so I'm doing my yoga class. She helps me, and I was so happy. And I feel like I need more classes with this teacher, not only once a week. And by the end of the class, I'm going to her to ask her how often is she in this gym, and she tells me like she has different day. You should come. And I was like, and I go, yes, I should, because I feel really weak. And she just looks at me like, no, don't say it like that. You are not. I'm like, yes, I am. And she looks at me like, but you did a handstand today. And I just look at her like, no, you did it. Like, you helped me to do it. And she looked at me like, no, I was just there to slightly adjust you, like show you how to do it properly. You did it. And first of all, I realized like we sometimes give ourselves not enough credit for what we do, and how important it is to have a really good teacher, someone who can just, just to show you how to do things properly, just to give you this little push. This is exactly why I love New York. You can be walking and then randomly see like hundreds of people doing yoga by the end of the day in a park. That's fun.
Exhale. Great. And one more time. Inhale, lower. And exhale, back. Inhale.
Hello, guys. I was having a interesting conversation. Conversation. I was having oh my god, guys. I was having a interesting conversation today with one of my friends regarding this topic of cities. She was asking me why I'm not coming back to Miami, why I initially chose to move to New York, what was the decision behind that. It was interesting. She told me you have to listen when your friend's trying to ask you questions, not to assume something, and vice versa. Don't assume something. Ask questions directly. When you don't ask directly the questions you want to ask, because sometimes I think we just became way too educated. Like we know psychology. We know, like, we don't want to like cross your borders, blah blah blah, all that shit. When actually it's your friend and you can ask any kind of questions you want, with love, of course. So anyway, she was asking me, like, and she told me, like, why would you put yourself through all of this? Why would you put yourself in a situation when you have to prove something to yourself, to other people? And I realized, like, moving to New York, I don't know, probably there are people who move in here to prove something, and probably to themselves as well. It was never my case. I was moving to the city because, as cliche as this sounds, I felt like I have to be here. It's just like I needed to be here. The city needed to happen to me. I needed to go through all those experiences. And it's an amazing city. I so love the lifestyle here and people. And I don't believe in all that. Like people in New York are mean. No. Yeah, probably they're not like as polite as people from Dallas, but they're not mean. And about the Miami, as I mentioned earlier, I do think that I do consider Miami my American home. I feel the most at peace and home there. And Miami Beach, like, why would you move to Miami and live in Brickell? I'm sorry with all my heart, but like, I don't get it. Miami Beach, right? That's why we go there. It's just two different lifestyles, and I love both of the cities so much, and I can see myself living in both cities. No one wants to be in New York during the winter. I'm sorry. I stayed here for all the Christmas things. The city is unbelievably beautiful and magical, but right after Christmas, just we all want to go to Florida. And then Florida is an amazing state. The city is beautiful, but after like when the May comes, no, it's not the best weather. It's not the best weather conditions, and it's not the best place to be, right? Hello, guys. It's Friday already, and today I'm taking you to a museum with me. We're gonna go to a Brooklyn museum to see, um, I hate to butcher her name, the Iris van Harpen exhibition. I've never, honestly, and I'm kind of embarrassed, but I've never heard of a artist. But I kind of suspect I've seen her works. So let's go and see. Okay, guys. So the exhibition was absolutely fantastic, mesmerized. One of the best I've seen, and okay, I have to take those glasses off. So Brooklyn Museum has really good exhibitions, fashion in regards to fashion. This one was just fantastic, really well rated, beautiful. They what they did with lights and sound, it was just really good. And it runs through December 6th. So if you're in New York, please go and see. It's beautiful. Hi guys. I was talking to my best friend the other day, and she told me something that kind of stopped me mid sentence. Um, we were talking about our health because both of us, we are approaching our 40s. It's not gonna happen tomorrow, but approaching. And my friend said really interesting phrase. She told me, I have to be healthy. My body has to be healthy because I want to achieve my goals. I want to build the life that I want to build. And I just like stopped and thought to myself, this is the approach we had and still carry to these days when we were like 25. You know, when you treat your body as a infrastructure, like as a tool, you just use it. And don't get me wrong, our bodies were loyal to us. Like our bodies, they built in a way to carry us through crazy schedules, like goals, you know, and ambition and stuff like that. But now you cannot drag this approach when you're different and when something is wrong. And I'm saying this from the perspective of someone who's having a Hashimoto, like I'm navigating this thing, and when you don't recognize your body, now is the time when you have to realize there was a time when your body served you, and now you have to have a relationships with your body. You cannot just aggressively use it as a tool. You have to respect that. And that's why our bodies making us our bodies become so loud. Well, like in my case, you gain weight, you cannot, like, you can eat healthy, you can do sports training, and nothing helps because your body is screaming to you, please stop using me as a tool and start honoring me, give me nourishing and replenishing, and then I can serve you back. And this is exactly what I'm working with when I'm working with women. You have to make this shift first, you know, in order to work on a physical aspect of the body. If you cannot shift it, you're gonna use your body as a tool over and over and over before you collapse, and you cannot do this. Hi guys, so I'm working in the West Village. It's Sunday already, and I just thought to myself, I saw this like really nice looking man walking while I was having my coffee, and he was walking like this tiniest little dog, and I'm not a fan of really small dogs unless it's a dachshund. Everything else is just eh. And I realized I'm judging men according to the dog they have. Like, you know, if you see a man with a little tiny, almost red looking dog, I would think like, oh look, he has no balls. His girlfriend made him buy this little creature. Or like people from Miami, especially girls from Miami, you can relate to that. If you see a guy from Brickell walking a Frenchie, you're like, bye, I need to stay away from you. I don't know, am I the only one who does that? You know what I realized recently? That my favorite time in a city is actually summer. You know why? Because most of the people just leave and you have city all for yourself. Seriously, it's just like all the strangers left, says someone who lives here for just 2 years. However, just like have city for yourself. Otherwise, it's like I'm working in a West Village. Everything is the hustle. It's like lines and lines and lines. It's like, oh my God, people just leave already. celebrating the last day of spring because tomorrow is gonna be summer officially. And boy, oh, do we deserve a good summer as a New Yorkers? We do. We absolutely do after that horrific, absolutely horrific winter. So that's gonna be a wrap up, the end of the vlog. But before we do so, I wanted once again to tell you that I highly, highly, highly recommend to go and see Iris van Harper show exhibition, not a show, show and way exhibition in Brooklyn Museum. God, guys, this is so good and controversial take. Believe me or not, but in my opinion, that exhibition is way more better than the one that Met Institute of Clothing and Med is having right now. Like, not even close. Not even close. Med is just, nah. Mm, you know, like when they do everything right, they try to curate everything. Everything is so nicely thought, well organized, but it just doesn't hit. Like, no emotions. Now I was in Brooklyn. There were so many beautiful dresses that I would just stand there and almost cry. And the exhibition is just curated so well. There's so many intentions, so much intentions. So it's just beautiful. So it goes to December the 6th. So you have plenty of time. Go visit and tell me all about it. And of course, I'm going to take you to Met next week so you can sort of decide for yourself. But my humble opinion, I do not, I just don't, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed of everything that's going on. And Matt's costume institute. I'm sorry, my English is not English. Anyway, I'm gonna take you there. You're gonna decide for yourself. One more thing before I go, guys. We had a once in a few year blue moon yesterday, and I decided to. I don't know if you believe in that or not. If you do or not, like let me know in the comments. Um, I was I just sat there and I set my intentions. So first thing that I did, I wrote the list of everything that I wanted to release from my life. Everything. Like, thank you, I'm done with you, bye. So I wrote the list and I tore that apart and just threw it away. And then I said everything out loud that I wanted to have accomplished, achieve in my life. And for me, it's really important. I know some people, it's really easy for you to write, to journal. Not my case. I just said it out loud and then I wrote it in a journal, like in my notebook. And I was talking to my friend today, and she's gonna have her birthday next week. She's amazing, really, really beautiful woman who accomplished so much. And she told me her mom actually told her just to sit down and think of everything she accomplished. Well, because she's my friend, she's gonna watch this, and she will be like, "Oh, I don't know if I accomplished a lot." And you did. And I thought it's a really, really, really nice. And I know you probably hate me for this because I said really way too often. So, but it is nice practice just to sit, stop, turn around, and just track everything you already accomplished. Like when I do this, I realize my life is so beautiful. It's not easy at all, but it's amazingly beautiful. And I'm in the middle of the prayer. I was praying a couple of years ago, and I'm living the best life I could. And that's what I'm wishing to all of you guys. Starting with this summer, please, sending you masses and masses of love wherever you are, whatever you're watching from. I'm inviting you to my next vlog next week, and where I'm gonna share everything with you guys. And if you want to hear anything from me, like if there's any kind of stuff you're interested in, just write down in the comments. Go to my Instagram, DM me. I'm very here, approachable, one message away, and messages and messages of love wherever you are. Thank you all for watching, or as I say, merci. Much love, and talk to you soon. Cheers for a happy summer.